Columbus arrived, there was 120 million, original people here. Within a short period of time, there was, they're decimated by disease. They're down to about 10 million, and it continues. The weapon of disease is still being used. The health system denies, the proper support. The healthcare system, is a reflection of absolute racism against Aboriginal people, and it's true.
The spirit is, it's just amazing how people can come together when we just put our indifferences aside and just do it, just work.
We're going to go through a change whether we like it or not, because the door, for us to continue to destroy is going to be shut. We are not going to be continued to allow to destroy the earth. Mother Earth is going to say enough is enough, like any mother would to her child. If a child misbehaves, that mother will say, well, my child, that is enough.
I also wanted to acknowledge Mother Earth because our sacred stories say that that water is the blood of Mother Earth. And I also humbly ask that we as human beings take care of that water, respect that water, and that from time to time we beautify those waters and we talk to that water, speak to that water, and sing to that water in whatever way that we can as human beings.
Because there are people out there that recognize, the seriousness of what's happening, so they're trying to, to put in as much effort also.
As a young boy growing up, I was told, don't eat too much of that fish, don't drink that water, don't swim too much. You're gonna get you'll get scabs or you're gonna get sick because that water isn't healthy.
This water, this lake is connected to all water of the world. This water could rise up and the wind could carry it to another part. Because everything is in a circle. Whatever we do here will have an impact on the other side of the world. And if we do it in a truly spiritual, honest, caring way, then that is what is going to, help change the world. So those teepees are going up tomorrow.
Jason's bringing 2 on Monday.
Okay. But those teepees are going to go up.
Okay.
So you'll have 7. You'll have 7. You'll have 3 on this side and 4 here.
All right. You're the boss.
You put
I just hand over my chieftainship. You're the boss. Now go do it.
Start that again.
I've seen photos in our office from the late 1800s, mid 1900s, early 1900s, where the people were still living in the teepees, and they were much smaller. They were maybe 10, 12 feet in height, and some of them were birch bark, and some of them were actually buffalo hides sewn together, because they didn't have access to the canvas until probably, I don't know, 20th century, 1920s maybe, or after. And then they started getting taller, I imagine.
So I guess that would be warmer too, if it's smaller and it's like with skins.
What the message that that I want to give is to give and ask for recognition for the original people of this part of the world. Consider us as part of the human family. Stop treating us like we don't have anything to offer. That's what I'd like to see, and allow us, to be a part of the discussions on how we can help change the world. We're always marginalized. We're never given equal opportunity, to design the kind of world that we would like to have. Now we're going to take it to a higher level now.
Everything you do is for the people. And that's the relationship I have with Dave.
This lady gave money. What do you want to do with it?
Do you need to buy anything?
Yeah, I need to buy some chicken.
Do you need any more? Well, let me know.
And I just want to say to you that as women, you take those teachings that feel good to your spirit and to your heart, and once those teachings are shared with you, you can share. We ask you to share them with other people so that they can hear about the beautiful way of life that we have as Anishinaabe.
I think the song that I want to sing is it's a woman's warrior song, where it's telling us to, as women, that we need to get up and take our rightful place, and we all have a role as women, responsibility. So that's what this song is about.
It's about the continuity of us as a nation, but most importantly as human beings.
They didn't give the land. They never surrendered the land. They never ceded the land to anybody, for the simple reason, how can we give something that does not belong to us? It belongs to everybody. How could we give something? We agreed to share it because this was our part of the world, and it was our responsibility that we took to take care of the land, which we did.
Is it Cody?
Henry.
Henry, right?
It's for the elders to sit in the shade. Like it didn't even have to be there. We just made it for the singers.
Right.
So they won't be sitting in the shade sun.
What's this for, Sabina?
It's for the turtle that we're releasing. The ceremony. We'll get you one. Get one from inside the house. Go get your washcloth.
I could get my washcloth.
A good day, Travis?
Yeah, good day. Very windy.
How was it putting up that teepee?
I know it's kind of complicating, but it's my first time doing it. So I guess they're teaching us how to make it, and we're gonna come here on Friday to take it out, like help out.
You enjoy that?
Yeah. I enjoy learning it too.
It's like a traditional. Does it mean something to you that it's a traditional building of your people?
Yeah.
Is it something that you wish you'd learned earlier?
Yeah. Well, I heard about it, but I just never.
Tough.
Yeah.
It's not like us today. You know, we wouldn't survive.
I know.
Long.
I know.
You know, these people were so in shape. You know, and I've heard, people say, well, there was hard times and the people starved. That was not possible. There was too much, food that was so plentiful.
Sure.
You go into, they followed in even the migration of the fish in the water. How they preserve the food. They would smoke them.
Sure.
They would use natural ways to preserve the food.
People talk about
the turning point. Tell us about the turning point.
No, he was to say when people talk about leadership.
You see, when I mentioned, that we are the true leaders of our homeland, most people, they'll ask the question, well, how can you be leaders of your homeland when you have no power, no economic, no whatever constitutes leadership, but they don't understand, our concept of leadership. To us, leadership, it's a leadership of example. It's a leadership that reflects our connection to spirit, and our leadership is a reflection of why we love the land so much. And there's all kinds of examples that we can share in developing a sacred relationship with the earth, because that, at the end of the day, I believe that's all our challenge. How do we reach a level of treating the land in a much more respectful way? And we as a people have evolved with that understanding that this part of the world that we evolved as a people, we evolved receiving these teachings, this connection to the Spirit, which came through our visions and our dreams, that gave us the gifts that we hold today as a people. And then all the teachings that came through the lodges that reminded us of maintaining a position of respect for the land, taking care of the land. Just a simple understanding. materialism, segregation, all of that.
For today, check it out, Winnipeg Free Press.
Okay. So the name of your
Sagging.
that's the name of the reserve,
Yeah.
and then the name of the people,
Anishinaabe.
Anishinaabe.
That's how we identify ourselves, Anishinaabe from Saagi.
And then you said it used to be a nomadic people, so
Well, I think generally, the people followed, where the food was. I think that, they chose sites, like where they wouldn't have to migrate so much either. Like
they would fish from Lake Winnipeg, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That lake was so full of fish. And if anybody said, that our people would go through moments of starvation, that wasn't true. How could they? On the amount that that was provided by nature to fish the animals.
What's the prognosis?
I'll let you know. Yeah. I stay away from Benton.
Neil called me.
Oh yeah, you called it, I didn't answer it.
He's got 2 pontoon boats, and we just keep trying to get more boats.
Does Maryland have any?
Oh,
Maryland?
I don't know. Canoes.
Build some rafts.
Huh?
Some rafts.
No, it's all going to be whatever it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
We work with what we have, and it's all going to work. The other thing I was going to mention.
Yeah, it's going to be quite an experience.
So what is your understanding of like the logistics? Like we go in, we spend 3 days. When do you expect to have your vision, and do you expect it to be difficult?
I think it's going to be pretty difficult, but I'm really up for the challenge. And I want to figure out what my purpose is in life, and that's why I've came here. And I want to connect with my grandfather.
It didn't come, without a lot of effort and, and some sacrifice. But in following the ways of the ancestors, we were always guided to go on vision quest until we could find, our purpose, and we would always keep asking for a dream that would help us to do that. But anyways, during the number of fasts or vision quests that I was on, I ended up in the mountains one time. I was with a group of young people that, we had embarked on this journey to find the path of our ancestors. So we ended up in the mountains and we fasted. And as we completed, our fast that we did in the mountains, and then I heard this voice. And it's not a voice that necessarily that that is limited to the mind. Because it's very hard to explain that experience in the way that the Spirit is able to communicate with you. But you know, after a while, there is no doubt. And the message that I heard was, go now. Go and find the gifted ones. Go and be with the gifted ones. That's all I heard. And I didn't know what to think. And well, it's a pretty good message. So we came back, you know, and over the years I traveled all over, and that was always in the back of my mind. Where are these gifted ones? And initially I thought the gifted ones were the intellectuals, the academics, the doctors, the lawyers, and the rich and famous. I thought, well, that's the gifted ones. That's who I need to meet. But the more I met people, and the more I was involved in ceremony, the more I was involved with the teachings from the grandmothers, and the more that I was able to connect spiritually, I began to realize who the gifted ones were. It became so clear one day who the gifted ones were. And then what I came to realize in a most simple way, that the gifted ones were the people of the heart. And there's really nothing more that I can say.
Coda, did you see what's in here? What's in here?
You can't believe he's moving.
Can you go look at him, Brian? Go look at the turtle for me.
He just turned back.
He turned away because he
What's he doing now?
You.
Go closer to him.
What? Hey, he's moving back and forward.
I know.
Like how
He's like restless in there.
Yeah, he's restless.
Look down there. You see the turtles?
Yeah, it's been quite a great time, like in terms of getting interviewing people and stuff. I still want us to interview like Sherry and Mary and the grandmothers. I really though want to focus on the water too, right? And the whole.
There's some key people coming, and I don't know how we're going to be able to, for you to, to interview all these key people that are coming in.
We'll do our best.
Like, I have one elder that I've convinced him to come tomorrow night. He'll be here at 6 o'clock. Yeah. He's going to be the one that's going to lead the whole procession into the lodge. I mean, he's very well respected. He's, well, once you meet him, you'll know why.
Okay.
But I think that's one individual that should be interviewed. There's another grandmother coming in, Maria Campbell, beautiful lady. She's got quite a story.
It's been a bit hard because
the policy of the churches or the missionaries, to civilize the Indian, and they felt that they could do that by bringing him to become, and follow the Christian faith.